I don't care what's going on in your life. There's no justification you can give for driving. I don't care if there's a burning building and you have to save 50 people. Do not drive. If you want to drive, go get a license. Good morning, Ms. Hodge.
Good morning.
Ma'am, you're charged with resisting arrest or search. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed to you.
Here we go, another courtroom episode where attitude meets authority. But wait, FaceTiming during a traffic stop. Who thought that was a good idea?
Mile-an-hour zone in their traffic stop. On contact with the defendant became irate and demanded the law enforcement officer's name and badge number before answering a FaceTime call and becoming distracted. The defendant advised that her driver's license was expired and that she only had a passport. Vehicle registration was also expired. Law enforcement officer asked the defendant to step out of the vehicle, and the defendant ignored the commands. Law enforcement officer then opened the defendant's door and again ordered the defendant to step out of the car and informed her she was under arrest for interfering in public duties. The law enforcement officer then removed the defendant from the driver's seat and forced the defendant to the ground. After being detained, the defendant refused to get into the back of the law enforcement officer's vehicle and began to kick out towards the deputies. In the process, the defendant struck the law enforcement officer in both thighs several times. The law enforcement officer was eventually able to force the defendant into handcuffs.
Did she get charged with assault on the peace officer?
No, Your Honor, she did not.
Very lucky. Extremely lucky that you're not charged with 2 additional felonies. Ms. Hodge, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. So can you run a license, see if she has a valid license, please?
Lucky break, no assault charge. If that officer pressed charges, she'd be facing real jail time. Should law enforcement go easier or enforce every charge? Comment below.
When you get into a pissing match with people who have the power of arrest, who wins? Right. Take that into account. A lot of times, something like this ends up in a ticket, you know?
She's not eligible.
You're not allowed to drive. I'm making that a condition, and you're now going to sign an affidavit with me today, which is a promise that you're not going to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. There's no justification you can give for driving. I don't care if there's a burning building and you have to save 50 people. Do not drive. If you want to drive, go get a license, get insurance, and I'll happily take this restriction off. That's the only condition I'm placing on you now. Don't drive unless you have those, and then you get approval from us. Because you have a lawyer, Ms. Hodge, I will waive your appearance. Meaning, you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with Ms. Barnes. She'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If she tells me she cannot get a hold of you because you're playing games, you're not responding to phone calls or text messages, I will issue a warrant for your arrest as well. Okay, so I'll have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive, and after that, you guys are out of here. Thank you.
Thank you.
You are Mr. Judge.
Watch out.
Yes, you were charged with racing on a highway. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On March 30, 2025, Harris County, Texas, the law enforcement officer was informed of a group of modified vehicles that were going to be racing on the West Loop South Freeway. The law enforcement officer with the location observed vehicles traveling in a pack and began to trail the vehicles. Law enforcement officer witnessed 4 vehicles line up side by side at match speeds of 60 miles an hour and then simultaneously accelerate to speeds over 100 miles an hour. 3 of the vehicles that lined up and participated in the drag race. A traffic stop was initiated and the defendant stated that he was on speed.
Do we have any of the co-defendants?
We do not, Your Honor. I believe
Who's the only one?
the individual was detained on the traffic stop from another officer.
Do you mind running this license, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I do not have a driver's license. Take it to me.
Mr. Guarcha, you are not allowed to drive. I am putting this condition on you now, and you will be signing an affidavit with me today, promising me you're not going to drive. I don't care what your excuse is. If I find that you drive, if you become a danger to my community, I'm going to put you in jail. I don't know if if you're in this country with permission, but if you're not, and you go to jail and immigration finds you because they sweep it daily, they will put a detainer on you and you will be stuck like Chuck in there until this case is over with, and then you get shipped off to immigration. That's usually about a 6 to 9 month process. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with them. I'm absolutely serious when I mean no driving. I don't care what your excuse is, sir. If I find that you get into a car and drive, and I don't care if it's to the little Piggly Wiggly, it's not going to go well for you. I'll have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. We'll have you sign a reset. And after that, you'll be out of here, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Sweet.
That's
Have a wonderful day.
Good morning, Mr. Robichaud. Sir, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. On March 29, 2025, the officer was advised, an officer was advised that the defendant exited a Target store with approximately $100 shoe, passing all points of sale without attempting to pay for it. The officer arrived at the store location and was advised the defendant placed a scooter in the rear of his motor vehicle and were licensed. The officer initiated a traffic stop on the vehicle and detained the defendant. The officer observed the scooter in the back from the vehicle. The officer confirmed the scooter was stolen by contacting the complaining witness, and the officer identified the defendant by entering his name, date of birth, and used a prior booking photo to match the offense.
Can you run his license, please? See if he has a license.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is fine, sir.
Stop.
Silent, Your Honor.
Mr. Robichaud, I'm going to have you sign an affidavit for me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. I don't care what you need to do. I don't care what the kid has to go. They got to go to the hospital. You're not allowed to drive unless you have a Texas driver license and liability insurance. If I find that you do, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you get into a car. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm also ordering you from going to any Target whatsoever, anywhere.
So, I do have a valid insurance. I need to renew my license. Absolutely, I agree.
If you have valid insurance, but you still don't have a license, that valid insurance is squat because you don't have a license.
Sir, I understand. I know I made a mistake. Yes, sir. Huh?
You have the ability to hire a lawyer.
No, sir, not at the moment.
And Brandon's going to give you an application. I'm going to have you fill it out and I'll see whether you qualify. I need to know everything about you. We are going to make bond conditions for you not to go to any Target. You're going to sign it. Do not pick up a new case. Do not endanger my city. Otherwise, I'm going to make your bond so high. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
Don't pick up any new cases.
Absolutely. I appreciate it, sir.
All right, head on over there and then we'll have you fill everything out, sir.
Okay.
Tell me about it.
This is a fugitive case. He's wanted out of Escambia County, Florida for assault battery.
Only burglary with assault.
Oh, burglary with assault battery.
Only burglary, assault, and battery, okay?
But I believe it's one charge, not multiple. And he has asked me to ask the court for a bond.
Okay. Do you mind bringing him out? Echegon, please. Lemonias. Please. Mr. Lemonas?
Lemonias, sir.
Lemonias. Good morning, sir.
Sir.
Your lawyer is asking for me to set you a bond. I don't know. I've never met you before. All I know is that you have a charge out of Florida and that you have some criminal history out here. And that's quite concerning because the last thing I want to do is to give you a bond and you go out there and leave a wake of destruction on the way to Florida. I have enough trouble sleeping as it is. That's not what I want. So it's really hard sometimes to figure out who should we give a bond to, who should we not give a bond to.
Understandable, sir.
So, State, tell me about him.
Yes, Judge. He's wanted out of Escambia County, Florida for felony burglary with assault or battery. State's asking for no bond in this case. This was issued, while it was issued March of this year. We're concerned about the facts around this case. It seems that the complaining witness on this case knew the defendant in some kind of relationship, family unit. In this case, complaining witness was inside a car. Defendant went to the driver's side of the car, opened the door, grabbed the female by the legs and dragged her out of the car. Put her in something with just like a full Nelson. So we're concerned about the danger to this complaining witness in this case. Furthermore, we're concerned about the criminal history related to this defendant. He does have a bond forfeiture out of our court. He's also been a previous out-of-county fugitive from Galveston. He has some other criminal history.
Does he have anything else open anywhere else?
He had a criminal mischief that he was convicted of in 2021 out of Galveston, a resisting arrest from 2019 out of Brazoria. He had a probation revocation in 2019 for Brazoria, DWI second, 2019 for Jefferson County. He had an evading motor vehicle from Harris County deferred revoked in 2016 because he had picked up 2 new cases, one of which was a DWI from 2016. That's all I have.
Judge, the complaining witness in the open case, she's here today in court. I know we don't want to get bogged down in the facts, but she is here today. And yes, he does have some history, but most of it's over 5 years old. Nothing too recent.
Well, the criminal mischief is 2 years old out of Galveston,
Okay.
right? You said it's 21 or?
2021.
2021, so that's 4 years, sorry, I rounded up. So he's not had any contact with law enforcement for 4 years. He's working as a tanker. He works, changing out the seals in the tanks. If he is allowed to pay the fugitive bond, go to Florida and resolve this, then that helps him keep his job.
I don't know. I mean, I truly don't, because while he's got some criminal history, it's not a couple years ago, but it's a new case, and is it 1 felony? Is it 2 felonies?
It is 1 felony. It's burglary with assault or battery. This is the name of the charge. I do also want to mention on the warrant, it says no contact with the alleged victim, so.
Still no.
Wow. They're telling you not to have contact with the victim, and here,
Let's, okay, speak your.
Let me say something, Judge.
Don't talk about the case, because they can use it against you, but
She's not under the court order. If she wants to come, it's only him that has to stay away from her. I did not notice that.
did you want to say something?
Do I need to say it to you? I don't know who I.
Just don't talk about the facts of the case in Florida. That's all we're going to say, because anything you say there, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say, they can use against you. I live stream proceedings, so, people may see it.
If we want to step back in there and you can tell me whatever you need to tell me, I just don't want to.
Sure.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Okay.
Okay. Judge, without getting too bogged down in the details of the fugitive or the underlying case, my client also is an Army veteran with an honorable discharge. He's 100% disability from the VA. If you give him a fugitive bond, he's going to go back to Florida because he's got too much to lose if he doesn't.
Was he on bond for this, or is it 2B?
I believe it's a 2B.
2B. The state of Florida is requesting no bond until first appearance.
Say it again?
The state of Florida is requesting no bond until first appearance.
Mr. Lemonius, I will give you an opportunity to go turn yourself in. But I'm going to tell you now, I'm not going to do this again. Everybody tells me that. Everybody tells me. If I had 1 strand of hair, every time someone told me, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. Actions speak louder than words. You telling me this means absolutely nothing, because you have rich criminal history, man. And now you got a new case in another state and you're here. So you telling me it's not going to, really, at what point is it going to take for you to realize that you know, if you have anger issues, you need to address it. If you have substance abuse issues, you need to address it. If you truly are a veteran, there are services available for you to be able to deal with these things. It's a matter of you wanting to do it, you taking the initiative and being proactive before they put your ass in jail and force you to do it. Is that what it's going to take?
Sir?
Everybody tells me that until they're wearing orange, like you are now.
This judge just served truth with a side of tough love. Veteran or not, if you're stacking cases like poker chips, do you still deserve bond?
Courts really notice when people take proactive, meaning they do stuff on their own to try to address any issues. It really goes a long way. Now, as far as a bond is concerned, I'm not giving you a low bond, but I will set you a bond. I'm going to set you a $5,000 bond, okay? If you do make it, we give you 2 weeks from your release to go turn yourself into Florida. If you fail to do it, you're old enough to understand that actions have consequences, and I'm telling you now, I will not do this again. If you ever pick up a new case, if you fail to turn yourself in here, I will revoke the bond. I'm going to set it at 0. Like I said, you won't get another one, and this time I will hold you. And I tell you now, we've had cases where it takes damn near 90 days to get Florida to come down here to pick someone up. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Your Honor, I will note Dave is coming. Dave's coming up in 3 minutes, he says.
Okay. All right, so I'm, so you can put it back for now. Let me see what Dave has to say. I don't know if he has anything that's going to change my mind, but we'll see. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on.
Calmate,